You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
So, over the weekend, 3 innocent, minding their own business men were brutally killed in what has been called a terrorist attack by a Libyan man for what I could only say as no goddamn reason. Yeah. I don't understand what the motive behind that attack would have been. It's not being made clear, and the law enforcement is still investigating. And it's a tragic attack. Some people are linking it to homophobia, but I don't see what that's got to do with anything, because I don't think the terrorist guy, he would have known that they were gay unless there was a big sign over their head, or it wasn't a gay rally or a gay pride day or anything like that. So I kind of just dismissed that whole claim there. But what I wanted to talk about, is that when I looked at the news, that how it's been relayed so far, I looked at the MO. Is it the MO of the events that took place? Yeah. And it reminded me of the London terror attack. Again, a guy gets let loose. A guy goes to prison, suspected of terrorism or some kind of involvement in terrorist organisations, whatever, or for just being a bad man. Gets released early, and then a couple of months later commits a madness, and it gets labelled as a terrorist attack. And I know that 2 incidences don't make a trend, right? But because of the MO and the way that it's taken place and how it kind of constructed itself, I do think that should at least raise an eyebrow, yeah, and make you question, how is it these guys got let out of prison in the first place? Because it just seems to me, and I know this seems a little bit, maybe some people see this a bit far-fetched, or I'm stretching, or comical, yeah, but it reminded me of the film, for those who can remember, who are old enough, of Demolition Man, the one with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone, yeah. And in that film, the powers that be wanted to cause mayhem in the community, in the society, so that they could start their new world order thing. You know what I mean? So the premise was, we put fear in the people, we get them all riled up and scared and everything, and then during that time they can set their new policies, put in their new agendas, and so forth and so on. And they used Wesley Snipes as the bad guy to do that, and then Sylvester Stallone had to come and clean it up. But what I was kind of relating to is the first part, in saying that, I'm thinking, if this guy is known to be this way inclined, why was he released from prison? Why are you letting him run free in the streets? Yeah. And I'm questioning whether he was let out on purpose now in order for this very same thing. You know what I mean? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that's all tinfoil hat, right? But is it though? Because if you're trying to set an agenda where you want to put fear in the people so you can pass a legislation, or even if you just wanted to use it as a distraction, because that's another possibility, as just a distraction or a disruptive way of taking some people's eye off the ball, yeah? This is the kind of thing they would do, and that's why I called this video Collateral Damage, because the powers that be who are controlling this, if this is what they're doing, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just putting out my personal opinion, if this is what they're doing, then it's the poor guys on the ground, like those 3 guys that got killed, and people like the average person like me and you, who are going to be the collateral damage, or going to bear the front of the consequences in order for them to practice what they want to do, or to carry out their agenda anyway. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not going to, I don't want to, like I said, empathy goes out to the family and everything. You know what I mean? I wouldn't wish that kind of look on anybody. You know what I mean? The last thing you'd want to hear is a phone call saying that your partner or your friend or your brother and sister has been killed just for going to the park. That's absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? But like I said, for me, when stories like this pop up and they happen randomly out of that, now I know that a terrorist attack is going to be random. I get that. No one can plan for it, right? But when you have when you have someone who comes out of prison that has gone through what I would call the judicial system, or however it's pronounced, yeah, someone has allowed it, in my opinion, someone has either allowed this to happen or has let this slip through their fingers. You know what I mean? But that's all I wanted to say on the take, and please do let me know in the comments below what you think. Excuse me. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.